friends, it's Kate here. I am doing another live stream video. I wasn't sure if it started or not. It's hard to tell sometimes because I am not tech savvy at all. Every time I have tried something new like this, there is lots of crashing and burning, and that's probably why live stream has been on my slowly to-do list since you kind of can't do anything about live. Anyway, I just went on a walk around my neighborhood, which is why I look a little more dressed down than normal. My hair is kind of messy because it's very humid outside, but I decided that I needed a little Pilates Yoga Fusion after my nice long walk, and I figured I might as well share with you what feels good to me right now. So I do have a set of weights nearby me. I may choose to use them. You can grab a pair of weights if you want to. If you don't, that's okay too. But if you want to enjoy a lovely little Pilates Fusion class with me, go ahead, roll out your mat. Let's get started. I'm going to have my knees nice and wide because my hips are feeling like that, and lean down into a child's pose. Take your child's pose and pause. Maybe let your head fall to the floor. Maybe let your chest reach a little closer to the mat. Close your eyes. Take a big inhale. Big breath out. Again, big inhale. Big breath out. One more time. Seal your lips together, breathe through the nose. Crawl your fingertips a little further away from your body. Sink your hips a little further back. Gently push down into the ground with both palms and just settle in, noticing what your body needs today. Personally, my hips and my low back are needing some attention, so that'll probably be the focus of my practice at the moment. But if you notice that you need something else, of course, accommodate, make modifications, and do what works for you. On your next inhale, rise to hands and knees, rounding through the back. As you exhale, tip your pelvis back and push yourself down. Inhale, rise to hands and knees, round through the back, tuck your chin to your chest. Exhale, arch, maybe taking the gaze with you. Or just waking up the shoulders, the wrist, the spine, the hips, the knees. A little waving cat and cow always feels delightful for me. The next time that we come back up to our tabletop, we will pause for real. And of course, if you need some padding under your hands or knees, you could always grab those things. Belly button up and in, chest nice and open, and continue your cat and cow. Do you want to focus more on your upper body, really pressing your sternum, your chest down and up? Are you like me, want to focus on your lower body, and therefore you're thinking more about your pelvis? Kind of tipping your sitting bones up to the sky as you arch, and really tipping your sitting bones down to the ground as you round. No hurry, no rush. And then we might start a little disco kitty, a circle of our head and our tail, taking it all the way around a few times. Going as fast or slow as you want to, and opposite direction. Maybe you've got a crazy ponytail like me today too, and therefore your hair is going a little wild. Nothing wrong with that. Eventually pause and hold. Think about a hand holding your belly button, pulling it up and in, broaden across your chest, and elongate your right foot away. Now go ahead, see if you want to point your toe, flex the foot, it's totally fine by me, but wrap your abdominal muscles in, broaden across the chest, take a big inhale. Exhale, pull your knee in, round. Inhale, reach it out and away. Exhale, pull your knee to nose, round. Inhale, reach it out and away. 3 more. Send it out. 2 more. Send it out. Last one in. Reach the leg out and pause. Flex your foot. Set your toe down into the ground. Press the heel back so we get a little stretch to the back of our leg. Take a nice big breath. Easy sigh out. And pull the knee back in. Same thing other side. Elongate one leg. Broaden across the chest. Turn on all the muscles in your leg. Cinch your waist. Squeeze your thigh. Take a big inhale. Exhale, pull knee in. Inhale, reach it out and away. Exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale, reach it out and away. 3 more. Curl and release. This can just be about continuing to wake up the spine. It can also be a nice abdominal crunch. When I pull the shin into my chest, I really think my tummy muscles helping to guide it in. Last time, reach it out, pause, flex the foot, touch it to the ground, push your heel back so we get a nice big stretch. Take a full inhale, big sigh out, another big breath. Pull the knee in, open your knees wide, and again, push back to your child's pose. Crawl the fingertips further away, sink your chest, your heart, your sternum closer to the mat, and then tuck your toes and unfold into a downward facing dog. We don't have to be here for too long if we're not in the mood, but deeply bend your knees, really shine your sitting bones up to the sky, hug your inner arms to your ears. Take a full, big breath in. Big, deep sigh out. Start to pedal through your feet. Push the heels down, maybe sway the hips side to side. You can nod the head, you can relax, no right or wrong. And then hold for a moment, hugging your inner arms to your ears. Now I'm going to roll forward and back to a plank pose a few times. If you want to skip that or you want to drop down to your knees in a tabletop and lift up, those are wonderful options. But otherwise, inhale, roll forward to a great big plank pose. Exhale, return to your downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your plank pose. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. 3 more, waving through the body. Tuck the chin to the chest, roll back. 2 more, wave through the body. Tuck the chin to the chest, roll back. Last one. Come back to your downward facing dog, pause. You can readjust the feet. You might bend the knees deeper. Push your sitting bones up to the sky. Hug your inner arms to your ears. For me, it would feel nice right now to lift up my right leg. I'm still bending my left knee nice and deeply, pushing my sternum closer to my chest. Really keep the leg parallel, so we're not turning out the hips, but instead I'm flexing my foot, heel up, toes down to ground. Take a big breath. Big sigh out. Another big deep inhale. Big breath out. Set your foot on the floor. Same thing other side. Lift the foot up. Hug your inner arms to your ears. Pull the navel to spine, shoulders down the back. The leg can go up as high or low as you want. It's a little bit irrelevant to me. I'm just finding this nice big 3-legged dog. Take another breath. Bring your foot down to the mat, set your knees to the ground, and return to your child's pose. Crawl the fingertips away and tent them. Let your forehead fall to the floor. Take a nice big inhale, big sigh out. Roll yourself up to a nice tall seat. Both hands lift high overhead. Rotate the pinkies towards one another, lift up and out of the waist. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand back, left hand forward. Maybe look back behind you. Unravel both hands high. Twist in the opposite direction. Both hands lift up high. Catch your elbows. Pull the elbows apart. Lift a little higher up and out of your waist. Take a nice big inhale. Big sigh out. And then slowly unravel the hands. Let's go ahead and find an easy seat on our mat. Take your weights if you got them. If you don't, that's okay. We don't have to have them. And pause for a moment. Pull your elbows into your sides. Roll the shoulders back. Lift up and out of the waist. Take a great big inhale. Big breath out. Roll the shoulders back and push the weights behind you. Let it go. Exhale, roll the shoulders back, push the weights behind you. Let it go. 3 more, exhale, push them back and return. 2 more, exhale, push them back and return. Last one, push them back, pause. Navel to spine, head lifts high, take a big inhale. Exhale, straighten your arms away from your body and then drag them right back in. Exhale, straighten the arms away from the body, drag them right back in. 3 more, reach them out and away. Exhale, pull it back. 2 more, reach it out and away. Exhale, pull it back. 2 more. And last one. Bring it in, pause. Rotate the hands so they're facing forward. Take a nice big breath. Exhale, punch just your right hand away. Inhale, pull it back. Exhale, punch your left hand away. Inhale, pull it back. I'm going to ask you to keep doing that. I don't know why. I can see that my camera is not on me, and I'm going to see if I can move it with the remote, and it's not. So you keep pushing and pulling the hands back and away, and I am going to see if I can move the camera so it follows me again. Okay, it looks like it did. You got a nice little silly dance from me there as I did that. Or possibly not. That's what happens with live. Go ahead, keep pushing the hands back and forward. I guess I'll just try and recenter myself in it. So if I'm looking away from the camera today, it's because I'm trying to make sure I stay in your view. Again, this is why live is hard for me. I can edit these things out. You don't hear all of my ridiculous little chit chats with the camera on my normal classes. Now pull the elbows in, pause, navel to spine, head lifts high, take a big breath. Exhale, push both hands away. We're not going to straighten them all the way. I have a teeny tiny bend there. Shoulders back, head high, take a big inhale, big breath out. Slide the hands open so it's like a great big W. Exhale, cinch your waist, pull the hands back together. Slide the hands open, find that great big W position, and then pull them back in. Take it out and away, and then slowly return. Take it out and away, slowly return. 2 more, open. Exhale, close. Last one, open. Exhale, close, pause. Navel to spine, head lifts high, take a big breath. Curl the elbows straight up, and then slide them open to a great big cactus shape. Pull them back together. Slide them open to a great big cactus shape. Pull them back together. 3 more, open. Exhale, close. 2 more, open. Exhale, close. Last one, open. Exhale, close, pause. Touch the weights together if you have them, or touch your palms together if you have no weights. Hug the elbows towards one another, lift up and out of the waist. Take a nice big inhale, exhale, push your hands up, tap the elbows down. Exhale, push the hands up, tap the elbows down. 3 more, exhale, push it up, bring it right back down. 2 more, exhale, push it up, bring it right back down. Last one, lift, touch it down, pause, take a great big inhale. Slide the hands open to our lovely little cactus shape again. And then from me, make a diamond over your head and then bring the elbows back to its starting place. Make a diamond over your head, bring the elbows right back down. 3 more, up and down. 2 more, up and down. Last one, hold it right there. Touch the weights or touch your hands together if you don't have your weights. Poke your elbows wider, wrap the ribs in, lift up and out of the waist. Take a great big inhale. Exhale, take the hands down in front of you. Envision that you're sitting, your hands, your elbows on a little table, a little ledge. Let's wrap our tummy muscles in, roll the shoulders back. Take a great big inhale and find a big twist to your right. Now, ideally, your sternum is pointing in the same direction as your fist or your wrist. I don't want them really far behind you. Keep them right in front of your sternum. Take a big inhale. Pull yourself back to center. Another big breath. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, twist. Take it back and forth at your own pace, slow and steady. Notice if your elbows are falling down to the side. We want to keep them lifted. Again, like it's sliding across a little table, a little ledge. Last set on each side. So last one to the right. Bring it center. Last one to the left. Bring it center, pause, relax the arms down. Now let's go ahead and lie on our back. And I might get up and look at how that's looking in the camera again. But we're gonna have our hands down by our side, roll the shoulders back, push your feet into the floor. I guess you can still see me. I'm a little off center. I hope that's okay with you. Now, press your low back down into the mat. Hug the abdominal muscles in. Roll the shoulders down the back. Take a big inhale. Pick up your right leg. Take another breath. Pick the left leg up. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Cinch the waist a little bit more. Almost suction cup your palms to the ground. Take a nice big inhale. Big breath out. Tap your right toe down to the mat. Exhale, pick it up. Tap your left toe down to the mat. Exhale, pick it up. Just smooth and steady, up and down. Doesn't have to be the fastest kind of move. What's more important is focusing on our low back, staying connected to the ground, and trying with all our might not to bend at our knees. We're not doing like a can-can dance here. It's our thigh moves away, our thigh pulls back. Our thigh moves away, our thigh pulls back. Let's do 2 more sets to each side. No hurry, no rush. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Last set. Last one. Squeeze the inner thighs together, pause. Shoulders down the back, ribs in, both toes down, exhale, both toes up. Both toes down, exhale, both toes up. 3, 2, last one. Hold. If you want to, grab a weight or 2. I've just got 1 weight. It's a 3-pound weight. I'm going to hold it with my hands. Take your hands high over your head without splaying the ribs. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, take the hands high overhead. Exhale, wrap the tummy muscles in, pull it back. 3 more, take it away. Exhale, pull it in. 2 more, reach it away. Exhale, pull it in. Last one away, bring it back, pause, navel to spine, toes down, keep the hands lifted, and again, both toes down, both toes up. If it's too much to do both legs together, that's okay. Go back to 1 leg, that's perfectly fine. You could even set 1 foot down on the floor if you prefer, making sure that we feel oh so stable, oh so secure on our mat. Inhale, both toes down, exhale, lift. Inhale, both toes down, exhale, lift. 3, and 2. Last one. Now pause, hold. If we want to, grab your other weight if you've got 2 weights. So now I have a 3-pound in both hands. I'm going to touch them together. And again, take my hands high overhead. Exhale, wrap the tummy muscles in, bring it back. Take the hands high overhead. Exhale, wrap the tummy muscles, bring it back. Reach it up and away. Exhale, pull it in. Reach it up and away. Exhale, pull it in. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Now, if we can, hands and feet together. If that's too much, do 1 at a time. If it's still too much, you can set a foot on the floor. Inhale away, exhale, cinch the waist, bring it back. Inhale away, exhale, cinch the waist, bring it back. Take it away, pull it in. Notice, is your back arching? If it is, make the movement smaller or skip something. Maybe you do hands only or feet only or one and then the other. It's okay, friends, to make those modifications for you. 3, and 2. Last one. Pause. Go ahead, set the feet down, keep the weights up, press into your feet, lift the hips high, find your bridge pose. Squeeze your thigh butt connection point, trim your waist a little bit more, push your pelvis up a little higher, take a big, deep, full inhale. From the sternum, roll yourself down. Tip your pubic bone, lift right back up. From the sternum, roll right back down. Tip your pubic bone and roll up. 3 more down. And up. 2 more down. And up. Last one, lift, pause. Now this is seriously one of my favorite things to do for my low back. It feels so, or it looks silly, but it feels so good. I drop 1 hip down low, and then I still roll from my sternum down. Now because my right hip is lower, it's going to touch the ground first, and usually I pause just before it hits the mat. I'll hold there for just a breath or 2, and then slowly let both hips drop. Square the hips again, roll up through the center, and then left hip drops lower. 1 vertebra at a time follows, and then my left hip hits the mat, and then I drop down. Now go ahead and do that again. Honestly, if I'm having kind of one of those days where my low back is feeling a little funky, I just went down the center because that's ideally what I wanted or just what I needed in my body. But if I'm having a low back day, doing those just a couple of times at the end of the night can feel really good, that little tip one way and then the other. So go ahead and go up, tip to one side, roll it down. Let's do it once more on each side. I'll just sit in front of my TV and do a few little bridges with the little side tip, and that always feels oh so good through my low back. Now eventually find your center, set the feet down on the ground, pull your knees into your chest, and take a little rock and roll up to a seat. Now from here, let's extend both legs out in front of us. If you can straighten your legs, that's great, but if there's a bend in the knee, that's fine. You might sit up tall on a little block or roll up your blanket or mat to give you some more height, but lift up and out of the waist. Wrap the ribs in, pull the navel to spine, deeply flex the feet. Reach your hands high overhead. Rotate the pinkies towards one another, lift up and out of the waist. Almost pretend like I have your wrist and I'm physically pulling your wrist up to the sky. Take a nice big full inhale. Exhale, a big twist to the right. Reach your right hand back, your left hand forward. Pull the navel to spine. Maybe look back at your left foot. Did it kind of push forward in front of your right? Can you realign the hips? Unravel, both hands lift high. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Belly button in. Kiss the tips of the shoulder blades together. Reach your fingertips further apart. Big deep inhale. Big breath out. Unravel, both hands high. Rotate the pinkies towards one another. Lift up and out of the waist a little deeper and take a small hinge forward. Gently bring your chin to your chest if you're looking up. I have a habit of doing that too. Find more length. Almost stick out your tushy behind you. If you think about it, we are basically in our downward facing dog. We're just in a seat instead of on our hands and feet. Take another breath. Roll over your beach ball. Little forward fold. Let the head be heavy. Soften through the neck. Hands to thighs. Roll yourself up. Again, both hands lift nice and high. Exhale, take a big twist to the right once more. If you'd like to go deeper, you might take your right hand back behind you on your left hip. That little bind can help us roll the shoulder back, and you can kind of poke or point your right elbow back behind you to deepen your twist if you so choose. Twisting always feels good to me after I've been on a long walk, because honestly, probably I don't engage my abs as much as I should, and then my low back starts to hurt because I dump into my Beyonce booty. Unravel the hand. Reach both hands high. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Now, same thing from the other side. Extend the fingertips away. Pull the belly button up and in. Maybe we take our left hand back to our right hip. And again, I push into my right hip. I roll the left shoulder back, and I poke my nose and my elbow to the wall behind me. Another big breath. Big sigh out. Unravel, both hands lift high. Once more, rotate the pinkies towards one another, lift up and out of the waist. Take your hinge forward. For me, again, like I said, I have a habit of jetting the chin up, but I want to tuck it in a little bit so I can lengthen through the back of my body. Take another big inhale, and then exhale, easy forward fold over your great big imaginary beach ball. Nod the head a little yes, shake it no. Roll yourself up, plant your feet into the floor. Hands behind the thighs, roll the shoulders back. You might heel toe the feet to touch. They might stay parted, that's okay. Tip back into your Pilates C curve. Hug the inner thighs together if possible. If they are wide, just imagine you've got a ball there, or actually grab your ball and do so. But tip off the sacrum. Reach it towards the back of the wall. Oh my gosh, the back of the mat. Take a nice big inhale. Big breath out. Reach both hands out and away. If we have that in our practice, we can always skip it. Take another big inhale. Pick up your right leg. Set it down. Pick up your left leg. Set it down. As you lift and lower, see if you can bring your shin even to the floor. If there's a little bend in the knee deeper than mine, not the end of the world, but we really want to try and lift it up almost like you could balance something right on your shin. And it's more about our thigh pulling into our chest and dropping down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, drop it down. Cinch the belly, lift and lower. Cinch the belly, lift And lower, fun challenge. Lift up your right leg, hug your hand behind it, poke your elbow wide, shoulder down the back, take a breath, bring your left to meet your right, squeeze the inner thighs together, smile. We love our teaser, our boat pose, whatever you want to call it. Squeeze the inner thighs, take a great big full inhale. Release your right hand, set your right foot down, set your left foot down. Exhale, left foot up, drop it down. Exhale, right foot up, drop it down. If you were trying to make this harder on yourself, you could put ankle weights on. Sometimes I do that if I'm feeling it. Not always. You could also always put ankle weights or wrist weights on your wrist as well. Then you don't have to think about holding your weights. Now here comes that big challenge again. We're going to pick up our left leg. Hug behind the thigh, poke the elbow wide, big inhale, pick the right to meet the left. Squeeze the inner thighs, pull the navel in, open your elbows nice and wide. Take a great big full inhale. Big breath out. Reach your hands out and away. Can we hold there? If not, it's okay. Can you cinch the waist a little bit more? Take a big full breath. Set both feet down, roll yourself up, easy seat, both hands lift high. Rotate the pinkies towards one another, lift up and out of the waist. Hands behind the head, elbows open wide. Take a full inhale. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, look forward. Unravel. Set the feet back down onto the floor like we already did. Hands behind our thighs. Tip off your sitting bones. Reach your sacrum towards the ground behind you. Tiptoe the feet towards one another. Hands out and away. There's an imaginary table. You're pushing down into that imaginary table. You're broadening across your chest. Take a full breath in. Exhale, pick up your right leg. Keep it there. Exhale, pick your left to meet your right. If it's too much, you set one on the floor. You take your hands behind your thighs. Do what works for you. Now, again, fun challenge. Could we straighten our legs? If we don't straighten them, it's okay, friends. Bend the knees. Straighten the legs. Bend the knees. One more time, straighten. Squeeze the inner thighs. Shine your sternum up to the sky. Take a big, full inhale. And then both feet down. Big inhale, both hands lift high. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Full breath. Twist right. Look forward. Twist left. Look forward. Unravel. One more thing, a little bit different than what we usually do. Hands behind the thighs again, roll the shoulders back, lift up and tall. And now again, sink back into your Pilates C-curve. A little bit different. We're going to reach either our forearms down to the ground or our hands. Whatever works better in your body today is fine by me, but if our hands are on the ground, I do have a habit of seeing people kind of lean over to their pinkies, and that kind of doesn't always feel so good. Having ourselves down on our forearms is a little deeper. It's like a huge Pilates C-curve, and there's really this tuck of the pelvis behind you. You can choose whatever option you want to, but see if you can pick up your toes. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Imagine reaching your sacrum, your low back, down into the mat. Broaden across your chest. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Now, kind of like we did earlier, we're going to tap one toe down, exhale, pick it up. Tap the toe down, exhale, pick it up. Now, the further away you reach your toe towards the ground, the more challenging this is probably going to be. One toe down, exhale, pick it up. One toe down, exhale, pick it up. 3. 2 more sets. Last set. Now both feet, both toes down, exhale, both toes up. Do you have some earthquake shakes going on? I do, because this is a big one. It's a hard one. 3. And 2. Last one. Lift, pause, hold right there. Take a great big inhale. Set the feet on the floor. Take another breath. Can you slowly roll yourself up? Take an easy seat. Both hands lift high. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Take a big breath. Twist to the right. Look forward, twist to the left. Look forward, poke the elbows nice and wide, and then take a stretch to your right. I am lifting my left elbow up. I am fanning open my left ribs. From here, we'll do an easy forward fold. Forward fold, tuck the elbows into your body. Relax. Roll yourself up. Open the elbows nice and wide. Big inhale. Twist. Look forward. Twist. Look forward. Now stretch over to your left side. Poke your right elbow, high fan, open your ribs, take a big inhale, easy forward fold. Tuck the elbows into your side, tuck the chin to your chest, release the hands, roll yourself up to a nice, easy seat. And friends, as always, give yourself a great big pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I hope you enjoyed class. I hope the camera wasn't too distracting, being slightly off. That's what happens when we are live. And anywho, thanks for joining me today. I don't know if that stopped. We shall see.